because I really, man, the questions that I have, smitten with her, I'm taken with her. Mrs. Yirah Ha'Ari, other mystical, spiritual.
Being mystical and spiritual isn't enough to make you a truth teller. We are going to expose how certain people will use the concept of a false Messiah, the Antichrist, in order to perpetuate anti-Semitism towards Orthodox Jews. Now, previously on our channel, we exposed Anthony, aka Tony the Messiah, who calls himself Yirah Ha'Ari, as a false Messiah. Now his wife Rose, who some call their Rebbitzin, is going after the Orthodox Jewish community. And how is she doing this? Well, it's simple. She's claiming that the false Messiah will come from none other than the Orthodox Jews. We are going to expose this by breaking down a 4-minute video that she did where she opens up with targeting her Jewish audience.
Fellow Jewish audience, today I want to do something a little bit different. And even if you're not Jewish, you're welcome to listen to this too.
Okay, now from her introduction, it is clear she wants the attention of Jews, as she specifically says, fellow Jewish audience. Is she even Jewish though? That's an interesting question that needs an answer. Anyway, she does welcome non-Jews, but it's clear that that is not her target audience.
But this is important regarding the revelation I received of the false Messiah and what that looks like and what that is. Even in the Bible, it's talked about at the end of days. So if you haven't read Revelations, I encourage you to go read that before watching this as well.
Oh, that last clip made me want to vomit just a little bit, but we are going to pause here because there's absolutely 2 different things going on here, and I'm going to break them down. Number 1, she claims she's received a revelation, but doesn't say when or in what capacity she received it. And charlatans often do this when they want their opinion to be taken as the word of God. Number 2, we already made it clear that at the beginning of her video, she is addressing her Jewish audience, right? So why would she then encourage her Jewish audience to read the Christian gospel? The book of Revelations that she's referring to is the last book in the Christian Bible and focuses on Christian eschatology. I've seen so many of Yirah's followers say he's not a Christian, and meanwhile his wife and Gillis Rebbitzin is fully equipped with a Christmas tree in one of her videos and encouraging Jews to read the Christian Bible in this video. Is this gaslighting? Because it really feels like gaslighting.
The false Messiah is going to be someone who comes across super religious. They're going to be seen as someone who is very pure, someone who seems well versed in both the Bible and the Torah. And it's going to seem like he knows many things, right? He's also going to come across pure, in quotations, because that's what they deem as pure in their eyes, within the Orthodox community.
That's right, folks. According to Rose, the false Messiah is going to be pure, pure, pure within the Orthodox community. She uttered pure 3 times, and this is actually a great way to quietly train your brain to associate the word pure with whatever she wants to talk about. And in this case, she's just tried teaching you either intentionally or as a low-key hypno-manipulator, or unintentionally, that purity means false Messiah and Orthodox Jews. The use of a word 3 times is known as illusory truth effect. It's used also in hypnosis to reinforce a suggestion or idea in the subconscious mind. It kind of gets you thinking, right? How they gathered such a large audience, but we'll never know.
Pure in their eyes, within the Orthodox community, which means he's going to wear the garments of a Jew, appear to be Jewish, be clean cut, no long hair, no tattoos. He's going to look what most people in the religious community define as pure. He's going to use a social media platform where he spreads his outreach teaching the Torah. And at first glance, everyone's going to be like, this guy is kind, he's amazing, he's pure, he looks holy.
Why is she giving that face when she's like, he looks holy? Like, that's something bad? Look, If she wants to continue to hyper obsess over the fact that someone has to look a certain way or not look a certain way to be Mashiach, then she's missed the point entirely over the criticism about Anthony. It's well known that people have taken issue with Gila's Messiah having tattoos, but it's not because he doesn't look how they want him to look. It's because it is forbidden to have tattoos according to the Torah. And according to Maimonides in the Mishnah Torah, it clearly states that Mashiach will be diligent in observing all of the Torah commandments. So let's say hypothetically that Messiah will be a Baal Teshuvah and Anthony over here is covered in tats, okay? He decided that he would go ahead and put bumper stickers on a Ferrari. Fine, whatever. Now, let me ask you this. If he's about to teshuva and returning and know that's a violation of Torah, would he sit there and expose those tattoos openly? Or would he take all of the precaution and try to cover them up? Would he try to have them removed? So even if one got tattoos prior to knowing the Torah commandments, why would you wear a shirt that has your chest wide open, which is entirely immodest and disgusting, and then be like, ha, look at my body, look at my tattoos? Yeah, maybe the ones on your hands and your arms couldn't be ignored, but you could use some makeup. People do it all the time to hide their tattoos. Or you could actually cover up your chest and stop showing everybody your nipples on Facebook. It's disgusting.
The term that I like that Americans call it is called cookie cutter. Someone very cookie cutter-like. And where's the best place to hide? In plain sight. What's scary about this is because of how normal he looks and appears to be, he will become massively accepted. And he's going to use that knowledge and wisdom from the Torah and the scriptures to be able to manipulate millions of people. He's going to grow up in the yeshivas, he's going to grow up in the Chabad, he's going to be in all these Orthodox Jewish places to make himself well known. And he will be celebrated, but the truth is he will actually not be him. And behind closed doors, he's an evil, crazy, horrible person.
Did you see that? Everybody is up in arms because she's talking about the book of Revelations, and I get that, I pointed that out. But do you see what she actually did? She went on a very soft-spoken, anti-Semitic, Jew-hating rant. Now, it should have been obvious to most of you because I documented what she was saying, but let's go over this. She starts off by teaching you that looking pure is wrong and that this false Messiah will specifically come out of the Orthodox community.
Pure in their eyes, within the Orthodox community.
But she also seems to try to imply that this individual will be an imposter, which is what a lot of anti-Semites say. She says he will wear the garments of a Jew. He will appear to be Jewish. So let's get this straight. If she's saying that this false Messiah comes out of the Orthodox Jewish community, then Orthodox Jews today are only appearing to be Jewish, and therefore she is saying they are not really the Jews. Don't let her get away with this. Now, we already went over number 3, the clean cut, so I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to jump down to number 6. We'll use social media. Oh yeah, right? Like Anthony? But why would she want to associate an activity that Anthony is doing with the false Messiah? Because what she's doing is this. She is teaching you that the Orthodox Jewish Messiah is an imposter and therefore will use mimicry. And that makes it seem like the Messiah, the false Messiah, is going to want to imitate her husband because he's the real Messiah. So the false Messiah is obviously going to want to mimic Anthony. Next, she goes on to say that this false Messiah, and don't forget, he comes from the Orthodox Jewish community, will hide in plain sight. Ooh, all of Anthony and Rose's followers better learn how to find that hiding Jew, right? Because the hiding Jews, those are the scary ones. Oh my God. What does this remind me of? Oh, that's right. It's Jews hiding during the Holocaust. Look at the little scared Nazi. So terrified of us Jews, right? Hiding in plain sight.
And where's the best place to hide? In plain sight. What's scary about this is because of how normal he looks.
Sure.
After she says that the Jewish Messiah is going to be scary, she goes on to say that he'll look normal, he'll be accepted, right? And of course, all of the Torah knowledge and wisdom he has, he'll use to manipulate. And how can you find this hiding, manipulating Jew? Well, of course, he will be at all the yeshivas or Chabad or in all the Jewish places. Because according to Yirah Ha'Ari's wife, any Orthodox Jew that comes out of the yeshiva and actually fulfills the requirement in order to be considered Mashiach ben David, such as rebuilding the third holy temple, is automatically going to be evil and crazy and horrible in her mind. After all, if she's reading the book of Revelations, then she's probably reading a whole lot of the New Testament. And we all know that the Christians believe that the temple is metaphorical. And don't for 1 second think that a Christian Kabbalist wouldn't put the exact same spin on it. No Jew in their right mind should be following Gila or Anthony or Rose. And Gila, come home. Get away from these people, Gila. They are not your friends. And to any young Orthodox Jew who might feel badly because of what Rose said, that is doubting themselves the way that Rose is trying to make you doubt any Orthodox Jew that might come out of a yeshiva and be a super nice guy. Just remember, you are descendant of Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. Don't ever let anyone make you doubt how great you truly are.
How dare you, Jew? You are weak, like an eyelash. I am born of Aryan ancestry. My blood is the color of a pure red rose, and my eyes are blue like...
Break free. Break free, great Aryan. There are no weak Jews. I am descended from those who wrestle angels and kill giants. We were chosen by God. You were chosen by a pathetic little man who can't even grow a full mustache. Stronger race, huh?